friends, in this video lecture I will be talking about Wolff-Kishner reduction. It's an organic name reaction. What happens in this reaction is we reduce this ketone or aldehyde functional group into alkanes. So simply we are removing the carbonyl group, carbon double bond oxygen, and we are converting into a CH2 unit. So this is a CH2 unit, and with the help of hydrazine in the presence of KOH, potassium hydroxide. This reaction is called Wolff-Kishner reduction. Simply we are converting aldehyde and ketone into alkanes. Again, this is a functional group interconversion, so we are converting aldehyde ketone functional group into alkanes or sp3 containing organic compounds. So how this happens, let's have a look at the mechanism of this reaction. So you have this ketone and you have this hydrazine. This hydrazine acts as a nucleophile, and this carbonyl compound is electrophilic center. The lone pair of this hydrazine attacks on this carbon, and the bond between oxygen and carbon breaks in the favor of oxygen, and oxygen gets the negative charge, which is this one. And in the next step we have a proton transfer from oxygen to this oxygen picks proton from this hydrogen, which is attached with this nitrogen and becomes OH. And in the next step again the protonation takes place because this oxygen is a nucleophilic crystal or more acidic crystal, and it picks proton from this basic nitrogen containing hydrogen, and then you have a water OH2 like H2O or OH2. Now this becomes a good leaving group. The lone pair of this nitrogen reverts back and makes double bond here, and this bond breaks. Why this bond breaks? Because water is a good leaving group because it's stable. Now in the next step we will have a double bond between nitrogen and carbon, and this water will be removed. So that's why we are writing minus H2O, and here it is a carbon double bond nitrogen because this was the lone pair which shifted in the favor of carbon, and as a result we have a double bond between carbon and nitrogen. Now this OH is a acidic, it's a basic, attacks on this NH2 group and picks proton from this NH2 and makes it a negative charge, and this negative charge reverts back and makes a double bond between nitrogen and nitrogen, and this bond between carbon double bond nitrogen breaks in the favor of carbon, and carbon gets the negative charge. Here it's the negative charge, and here is the double bond between nitrogen and nitrogen, and this negative charge attacks on the proton of water and gets the proton. That's the proton that gets this carbon. And in the next step this hydroxide group which we added KOH, again this picks proton from this nitrogen and it gets a negative charge. As a result of that, this negative charge reverts back to make a nitrogen triple bond nitrogen, and again this bond between nitrogen and carbon breaks. Why this is the driving force for this reaction? Because nitrogen gas N2 is an excellent leaving group. It's a very stable molecule. It leaves and in the form of gaseous form, and you will get a negative charge on this carbon, and this is a leaving group minus N2. This is the driving force in this Wolff-Kishner reduction, and again this negative charge picks proton from water and you will have a CH2. This is how you convert ketone into alkanes, or from sp2 carbon into sp3. So this is a conversion of functional groups, or this is a reduction of aldehydes or ketones. It doesn't matter what kind of aldehyde, it's aromatic or non aromatic, alkyl or aliphatic, cyclic, it proceeds the same way, same pathway. This is a reaction mechanism which is exclusively happening on the carbonyl group, and other groups are not affected at all, they remain as such. So this was the conversion of ketones or aldehyde into saturated compounds or alkanes. I hope you understood this mechanism. Please don't forget to subscribe and share the link with your friends. Thank you. Bye.